Press record.
Hey!
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 Hey! Welcome to Overthink. I'm Keegan.
I'm Ezra.
Today we are reviewing Mission Impossible Fallout,
Mission Impossible Fallout.
the ever-present action franchise.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise.
One of the only action franchises I don't mind being ever present.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Not Fast and the Furious. Like. But yeah, it's been, the first one was made in 96, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Long ago.
a whole
We were
range.
3.
We were 3. It's great. We definitely
Did
watch
not
that
watch
release.
it.
But we've had a whole range of directors. We've
We
had
have.
Brian De Palma first, John Woo, J.J.
the
Abrams.
worst one.
Hey, for
John
the
Woo
worst.
for the
John
worst
Woo for the worst ones. It's
Weirdly.
crazy.
Yeah.
We had J.J. Abrams, your favorite, and then Brad Bird, and now Christopher McQuarrie
For 2.
for 2 in a row. The first one to get 2 in a row.
And dare I say it, my 2 favorite Mission Impossible.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The 2 best Mission Impossible films have
Without
come
a
from
doubt. Yeah.
a non-specialist action director. Like,
It's insane. Although at this point, you can just put Tom Cruise somewhere and he'll make good action scenes. I feel like it's just in his blood now.
true.
You can have Tom Cruise in a romantic comedy and he'll find a way to work in running and something.
Yeah.
Because he's probably the best at it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Action god at this point.
Pushing 56 years
Yeah.
old, still putting in just an insane performance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But before we go too deep into that, what do you think of this one specifically?
This one specifically, loved it.
Loved it?
Absolutely loved it. Think it's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way I can summarize what I
Yeah.
think about it. I really do think it's the best one so
Yeah.
far. Start to finish, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I loved it as well. Yeah, pretty much start to finish. Probably the trippiest, most kind of emotionally distressing opening to Mission
that
Impossible
opening was
film.
insane.
Yeah, because I remember every time, so we're pretty cynical bastards.
Yeah.
Action movies in general are like comedy movies. They're just difficult to do very well.
Yes.
You know, we have a plethora of dramas, thrillers, you know, kind of tense. Those things are, you know, you get a little bit of it right and it's always going to be, you know,
Yeah.
decent. But getting your action right is not enough
Oof.
to make an action movie
No.
good. So every time, and especially seeing as I really didn't like Mission Impossible 2, every time I go into watching a Mission Impossible film, I always have this, ooh.
Could be Mission Impossible 2 again.
Yeah, because, you know, even a really strong cast, if you're hand a shitty script, you know, you can only do as much as you can do.
And they've all had strong casts, yeah?
Yeah, no, there's
All
never
of
been
them.
a terribly
All of
cast
them, yeah.
Mission Impossible film.
I mean, the third one had Philip Seymour Hoffman as the villain.
Doesn't get any
It doesn't.
better than PSH. Is that a thing? Let's make it a thing.
But yeah, top line thoughts. I think this is probably one of the best action films we've seen since Fury Road.
Can't think of another
Yeah,
one
I mean-
in that time.
Yeah,
Baby Driver comes to mind.
Mhm.
Different type of film, but
yeah.
more of a heist film.
I really love the John Wick movies as well, but that's also a
you did.
different kind of action film. Like, in a sense, it's
Yeah.
more choreography driven, as opposed to, I don't know, the grand set pieces that are these Mission Impossible movies. Yeah.
Cool. I think, yeah, same boat. I was really worried. Not worried, but nervous going into it. And yeah, blew me away. Thought it was really good. I think it's really interesting that we're, at this point, very connected to a character who has very few character traits besides being crazy.
Yeah. That's very true, yeah.
The fact that Ethan Hunt, that's his name, right?
It is.
I said Ethan Hawke in the cinema, which is why I was checking. The fact that Ethan Hunt at this point, you know...
It's like John Carter all over.
Oh no, flashbacks, jeez. The fact that, you know, he's like able to become this character when he's not, like these movies are not written to be deep character studies of the main, he is very much a catalyst for the events.
Yeah.
And the events are very well written and
always.
scripted beautifully,
Yeah.
and they still manage to catch you with twists even though you 100% know they're coming, and it's frustrating because I think of myself as someone who can usually catch those things out. And
But
I
it
caught
got
one
you?
of them in this movie, like halfway through. It
Yeah.
was the only thing that I caught with you. And then at the end, they just blindsided me completely.
Multiple times as
Yeah.
well. Like,
And it's so refreshing. It's just a nice
yeah.
to have that happen
Yeah.
to you. I think performances were great.
Mm,
Action was great. Tom Cruise running, A+.
spectacular. Yeah.
So yeah.
Just to feed in what you were saying about the whole character aspect of this whole thing,
Mhm.
and I think that's what bringing a screenwriter in at this point in the franchise has maybe done, and it's worked out well for what they're trying to achieve here. And that's, I think this one had a bit more emotional resonance and that sort of thing
Yeah.
than any of the others had before it. And yeah, that's down to the writing. I think the dialogue as well is also a lot snappier than what we can expect from
True.
an action franchise this deep in, especially. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I think, I don't know about you, but the movie felt like it had some degree of finality to it.
Yeah.
It almost felt
Yeah.
like the ending of an era,
Mm.
closing of a chapter. I'm not sure if there is another Mission Impossible movie in the works, but if there isn't, I think it'd be a great place to end off.
Yeah.
I think, if we go back to characters / actors, I think for the most part, everyone did a really good job.
Yeah.
Highlight to Ving Rhames, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He really is a big part of what's humanizing Ethan Hunt as a character.
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed that.
And it was a smart move to make him the center of that first little moral
Exactly,
dilemma
the
that he
quandary
was in.
that
Yeah,
goes on.
Yeah.
And then that really feeds into later, just like, the basics of kind of screenwriting, one would think, but
Yeah.
also something that is completely lacking from the majority of action movies that we see.
Yeah, it's almost like you can't call it a basic at
Yeah.
this point.
So, really good. Simon Pegg, just
Yeah.
playing a Simon Pegg, he doesn't do bad performances
No,
much.
absolutely not.
I think what I would want to check with you is, what did you think of Henry Cavill? Cavill? It's an interesting one. I
It
didn't
is
think
an
of-
interesting one. I don't know if I've given it enough thought as I'd like. A bit stiff here and there, but I feel like maybe it suits the character in a sense, because he had to sort of hide his intentions the entire time. I love the physicality that he brought to the.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that bathroom fight that we've seen snippets of everywhere.
Still epic.
Still epic. Like,
Even though we'd seen almost most of it.
I'd only seen some of it, but like it really didn't disappoint. It felt extremely real. Like,
Yeah.
Um,
And almost a perfect foil for Ethan Hunt.
yeah.
Stature-wise, style-wise,
Yeah.
mindset-wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
What he brought to the film in terms of the character, I thought, really good.
Henry Cavill or?
Well, just the character that he plays.
Okay, alright.
But you were thinking, good, just a little stiff?
Yeah, good, just a little stuff, I think. Yourself? Is that sort of where you are
I
as
don't
well?
know. I think, similar place, probably a little bit more negative. I haven't seen many Henry Cavill performances, but I've had to base it on the big three: Superman, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and then this.
And then this, yeah.
He's seeming a bit one note to me.
Yeah.
The only thing that I was about to say, the only thing that changes his accent. It isn't, because he has pretty much the same accent, a lot of the same delivery, and I was kind of hoping for a little something different from him. Even at the end, not to give anything away spoiler-wise, but obviously there's a bit of a switch up in the film at the end, and even there was a bit of an opportunity, for maybe something new, and I didn't think it came through. But as a physical presence, he did his job.
Yeah.
And, I wouldn't go so far as to say it was a bad performance.
Yeah.
But probably the only one where I came out of the film going, I guess Henry Cavill was okay.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
I also think Simon Pegg was a bit less utilized in this one than he has been in some of the others.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the movie has other priorities, so that's not a gripe really.
A little bit of a bloated main cast as well, so someone had to, I think, take a bit of a cut in screen time.
Yeah.
But I think the limited screen time that he did have,
Always.
but interesting with the new kind of direction for his character, the new sort of stuff that he's doing. I thought that was handled very well. It wasn't very gimmicky or, your kind of typical, I'm trying to think of something super typical, like Fat Amy. The joke is that she's fat.
Yeah.
So like, Fat Amy did a fat thing. Ha ha ha. Or, The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Sheldon's joke is that he has like, he's a nerd. Ha ha ha. Even though like they've written him as like severely Aspergic.
Yeah.
But that's still funny, and I don't think they fell into that trap with Simon Pegg's character.
That's a cool way of looking at it.
Yeah, because like he was before kind of the tech nerdy character, whatever, and they didn't make him that trope, while not taking that aspect of his character away. And I thought it's actually deftly done.
True.
I thought that was really well written.
Yeah.
So perhaps more screen time would have diluted that effect.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was actually the perfect amount because I didn't feel like it took away from the film. Yeah. I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the action and the set pieces. What did you think?
Oh, goodness me.
That's the only reaction you need.
Jeepers. I think one that sticks out for me personally is the skydiving sequence. I won't get into spoilers, but I think that was so well done. I think
I could feel you experiencing that.
That was really cool. Obviously, the bathroom fight scene is
godly.
It was crazy
in terms of fight scenes. Yeah.
And then a few more towards the end. All the chase sequences were.
Yeah.
I mean, chase sequences. I'm pretty numb to them at this point.
We've seen too many.
We've seen so many, and they're all the same. But I feel like most Mission Impossible movies get them right.
Yeah.
And this one is no different. Stellar all around. I can't think of one that didn't completely have me at the edge of my seat. Even that situation early on in the movie where they're getting the plutonium. That's not really a spoiler.
Yeah. That's the MacGuffin one.
That's
movie.
it's
not really
exactly
an issue.
That's also really well done, really well. What I love is, I think the golden rule of shooting an action sequence is clarity.
Yes,
I want to
we're
see
on the same page with
what's
this. Yeah.
happening. That's all I need. And this movie never lost me in the moment, which is...
Yeah, I think other movies can definitely take note of those steady, clear, well-lit shots. And it just felt so much more brutal and visceral when it was a fist fight, and so much more dangerous when you're in a chase scene.
Yes.
Or,
Or tense in one of the standoff scenes, for example.
Yeah, like we just need that. And we have such great technology that you don't need to hide behind all of these things. And we have, especially now with, let's say for fight scenes, for instance, combat sports being so big in the world right now, you can get someone to come in and get these fight scenes looking right. You don't have to shy away with like your quick cuts or your shaky cam or whatever.
It all helps that Tom Cruise is completely committed to the cause. I mean,
unbelievable.
Yeah. Obviously, if that's not the case, usually you need your doubles and you're a bit more limited with what you can do. But
I think for me, I'm on exactly the same page as you. I think all executed near perfection.
Yeah.
And for me, something that I just noticed was, especially in the chase scene after the chase scene, which sounds like, oh gosh, they did that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But there are so many moments in that when they zoom right in on Tom Cruise, and you realize that you don't get to see these really cool shots much in movies because the actor can't do it. Do you know what I mean? And you have to have kind of a wide or something fast moving, or maybe from behind, so that you can tell that's still the character without giving away that it's a stuntman. And some of the things that guy does,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So A, at 56, and B, the fact that he's an actor, so this is not what and the risk factor, doing one of those stunts could tank a movie.
Yeah.
If he falls off something and, breaks his collarbone or whatever, puts the production back for months and months. The studio loses so much money, more money maybe than it's worth, etc. Even though, Mission Impossible, it's going to make bank. That's what it is.
I really have to wonder what sort of the safety measures that they have to have in place.
I have no idea. And for a lot of them, I just look at them and I go, but how did you fake this? Because too much of it looks too real.
Yeah.
And there's the obvious ones where it's probably on a set, the green screen or whatever. But there are ones where there is just no way around what they've done. And in terms of action in this world where the line between real and not real, especially with technology, is getting so kind of blurred, and there's a lot of things that with, you know, the tricks and filmmaking has just come so far.
Yeah.
We can fake a lot of things. It's so refreshing to get these
Practical stunts.
practical stunts, and it makes you feel every moment of it. So
especially when the actor's doing everything himself, like
exactly, just another
brilliant.
level.
It's brilliant.
And you know, people like to say that, you know, actors have an easy job. Oh, all he had to do was get in shape for the role. They've got all the money and the trainers and the nutritionists. Anyone can do that. Prime example of the kind of role that not everyone can do.
Absolutely.
Requires another level of commitment. So
And based on this one, another dimension of acting as well. Like
exactly.
Yeah. So if you had to rate it.
If I had to rate it, probably seems high for me because I usually err on the side of being low. But I have to be honest with myself and with the world. And I came out of that cinema having enjoyed every second of the film. One or two super minor gripes, not even worth mentioning. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Mission Impossible Fallout an 8 out of 10.
Sure. That's perfect. I think I'm gonna go with an 8.5.
Okay.
No negatives really for me on my side. I mean, we've spoken about the Henry Cavill thing, but that's such a minor aspect.
The only reason it becomes an issue is because he's the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
Cool.
Best Mission Impossible movie without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think anyone can argue with you there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that's Mission Impossible, 8.3 out of 10 over Thunk certified rating.
Yeah, definitely. Give it a
Definitely
watch.
give it a watch. If in the movies, if you still can,
I think it should still be in the
maybe.
cinema.
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely try it out.
Mhm.
If not, find it through some legitimate channel.
Yeah,
And
all above.
yeah, above board.
Above board.
Above the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see what we get next from Tom Cruise.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
And from I guess everyone who was in this movie, because made me. Oh man, Alec Baldwin
Oh yeah,
did a good job.
did a great job.
Enjoyed it. Thanks, Alec. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for a couple more movie reviews. We're going to be hitting up Hereditary very soon.
Yeah,
And yeah, keep overthinking about the movies that you watch, the music that you listen to, the series that you binge, and the games that you play.
play.
Mhm.